Today, we're embarking on a journey to a city that's like a page torn from a storybook, Zwolle. Nestled in the heart of the Netherlands, Zwolle is not just a destination, it's a captivating tale of cobblestone streets, historic charm, and a culture that seamlessly blends the old and the new. So, buckle up and join me as we dive into the enchanting world of Zwolle. Zwolle is a city and municipality in the northeastern Netherlands. It is the capital of the province of Overijssel and the province's second-largest municipality. Welcome to Zwolle, a picturesque city nestled in the heart of the Netherlands. In this video, we'll uncover the rich history, beautiful landscapes, and unique culture that makes Zwolle a must-visit destination. Let's dive into the charm of this Dutch gem. Introduction: Historic City Center. Zwolle's Historic City Center is a time capsule, featuring cobblestone streets, medieval architecture, and a vibrant atmosphere. The city's history dates back to the Middle Ages, and you can feel the past come to life as you explore its charming alleys and squares, canals and waterways. The city is crisscrossed with picturesque canals and waterways, adding to its romantic allure. Join the locals as they bike along the waterside and discover the tranquility of Zwolle's scenic canals. It's a serene experience that defines the essence of the city, landmarks and architecture. Zwolle boasts a blend of historical and modern architecture. The Sassenpoort Gate, with its intricate design, stands as a testament to the city's medieval past. The Grote Kerk, or Great Church, dominates the skyline, showcasing the grandeur of Dutch religious architecture. Culinary delights: food lovers rejoice in Zwolle's culinary scene. Explore bustling markets filled with fresh produce and local specialties. From traditional Dutch treats to international cuisine, Zwolle offers a gastronomic adventure for every palate. Cultural hotspots: Zwolle is not just a city of bricks and canals, it's a vibrant cultural hub. Discover world-class museums that showcase art, history, and science. Theaters host captivating performances and cultural events. Fill the calendar, ensuring there's always something exciting happening in Zwolle. Green spaces: escape the urban hustle in Zwolle's lush parks and green areas, whether you seek a peaceful stroll or a family picnic. The city provides plenty of green spaces to relax and rejuvenate. Zwolle is a municipality that has around 120,000 inhabitants. The town has a beautiful medieval center, with lots of well-preserved and archaeologically interesting buildings. Although most of the city wall has now gone, there are still some of the gates and towers surviving. The Saxon Gate is particularly interesting, as is the moat that was made in the shape of a star. Zwolle is also a very green city with lots of parks and tree-lined streets. It has an excellent theater and very good shopping and food. Tourism in Zwolle. Zwolle has some great tourist sites, and it is well worth the effort to visit this beautiful city. The Church of Our Lady is a Catholic church that was built in the mid-1400s and is very large for a Catholic church in the Netherlands. It was taken from its owners at the time of the Reformation but was returned at the beginning of the 19th century. It is known as the Pepper Pot because of the shape of its tower. The Stedelijk Museum has both an old and a new part to its building. In the new wing they have changing exhibitions, and in the old part they have the permanent exhibits on varying subjects, many of which are to do with the local area from prehistoric times until the 1900s. Traveling in and around Zwolle Central Station. If you are traveling to Zwolle on the A28 from Groningen to Utrecht motorway, there are 4 different exits depending on where in the city you are going. You can reach the A28 from the junction with the A50, although there is a ring road, as with many old Dutch cities, it is not really a good idea to drive to your destination due to congestion and high parking fees. There is a good bus service around Zwolle and the neighboring areas. It is much easier to travel with an OV chip card where you prepay onto the card and this is then deducted whenever you travel. There is a good train service with trains running from Utrecht, The Hague, Groningen, Arnhem and Deventer going directly to the city. There is also a good connection to Amsterdam, with the journey taking just over an hour. But you will need to change at Amersfoort, eating in Zwolle, Vito's is a great Italian restaurant with really good food and a great atmosphere. It is a really popular restaurant for the locals and is small but very comfortable. If you are on a budget you can get a fixed price menu. But there are always really good specials on, for a bit extra. If you are eating early, before 5, then there are just sandwiches. The Koperen Hoogte is actually 2 restaurants in an old converted water tower. One is at street level which is great and has really good food, but the other one is at the top in the old water container. It has really good food as well, but what separates it is the view. It has really good views over Zwolle and even better, the seating area moves around in a full circle, so you get a great view over the whole city. Zwolle is a great place to go at any time. The medieval part of the town is worth it alone, but there are many other attractions as well. History of Zwolle. Zwolle on a map of Blauw, 1652. Archaeologists has found evidence that the municipality has had residents since the Bronze Age. The Romans also had settled and live in what is now the city. The city in its present form was settled around the year 800. It was given the name Zwolle in reference to the hill around which the city is built. This was important as the 4 rivers in the area were prone to flooding and so the higher ground was the best place to build. The town carried on and turned into a thriving community which was accorded the right to become a city in the early 13th century. The town was granted this status by the Bishop of Utrecht. Towards the end of the century the city joined the Hanseatic League. This was an association of guilds, towns and cities that were based along the North Sea coast as far as the Baltic states. Its main purpose was the protection and diplomatic interests of its members. The city provided soldiers for the war between the League and Denmark in the mid-1300s. This war ended after nearly a decade when a treaty was signed between the participants. In the 14th century the city was twice hit by fires. In the second fire, virtually every building was destroyed, the Golden Age. In the 1400s the city of Zwolle was a very prosperous place, with good trading links which brought a great deal of wealth to the city and to the merchants who traded in it. In 1448 the beautiful town hall was built, though today it has a slightly strange frontage due to the modern concrete extension to the building. In the early 1500s the Church of St. Michael was renovated and rebuilt. However, in the late 1700s the tower of the church fell down and without the money to repair it the council decided to sell the bells to the nearby city of Kampen. When the bells arrived, however, the residents of Kampen found that the bells had been damaged and were unplayable, but, as good as their word, the people paid for the bells, but with a huge amount of tiny denomination copper coins. Unabashed, the residents of Zwolle counted every last coin and were thereafter known as Blue Fingers because of the color of their fingers. After counting the number of coins, the city maintained a, relatively, quiet and prosperous life, making its way by its good trading links and local agriculture until the occupation by the Spanish during the Dutch War of Independence. It was also occupied later by the forces of Napoleon. In the early 20th century the city was thriving, with large markets for both animals and fish and also other industries, such as both building, cotton weaving and also an iron working factory. the last occupation by the Germans during the Second World War was ended when a single French-Canadian soldier arrived in the city in April 1945. And there you have it, fellow adventurers, our journey through Zwolle has come to an end, but the memories we've created will last a lifetime. From the historic streets to the scenic canals, Zwolle has proven itself to be a city of timeless beauty and rich experiences. If you enjoyed our exploration of this Dutch gem, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more travel content, and hit that notification bell to stay tuned for our upcoming adventures. As always, if you've been to Zwolle or have any travel tips to share, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going. Until our next adventure, wherever it may be, remember to keep exploring, keep dreaming, and keep making memories. Happy travels, and see you in the next video.